Good day to you. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'll be talking to you on what I title Plan Ahead. So, we'll talk about plan ahead. It's simply telling us that whatever we want to do in life, we should have a plan for it. We should plan ahead. Let's take it for instance. If someone wants to travel, as a case study, the person cannot wake up that day that he wanted to travel and started say, okay, this and what I will do. No. If that person want to travel, if it is 2 weeks before, he will have planned ahead about where he's going to, how did he want to get there, how much is the fee, transport fee for that place, from where he is to that place. When we plan ahead, it helps us to see the danger ahead, and it helps us to save and manage our time. You know, when we some people they don't understand that they need plan, and that plan is not now, it is must be ahead. Some people have like 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks plan in their agenda. So we must plan ahead as a person. We must plan in anything that we are doing. We must plan it very well so that we can be able to work. We can be able to see that thing succeeding. You know, when we plan, we don't only plan for ourselves alone. If someone have planned ahead, it will save a lot of things. It will save cost, it will save time. Planning ahead alone is something that is good for you as an individual. If you don't have a plan and you are doing things, that thing is just like you are just wasting your time. You know, there's a popular saying, they say you don't learn how to shoot gun at the battlefield, you learn it at home. What do you understand by that statement? Is that you have to plan ahead of whatever you are doing. You can't just wake up and you say you want to go to battlefield, and when you get to battlefield, you now start learning how to cock, how to shoot a gun. You have learned it at home. You will have know the in and out of that gun that has been given to you. We must understand that we need to plan ahead. In anything that we are doing, there must be a planning ahead. If you don't have a plan that you are doing for that thing to succeed, how will that thing manifest? Some people have a plan. A month plan is on ground for them. It is not the day that that thing started manifest that no, they have planned it and they have executed everything. They just follow it one after the other. That's why we need to plan ahead as a person. Whatever we are doing, in every area we find ourselves, there must be a planning ahead for us. We must plan ourselves ahead. We can't just sit down and think that the way we are doing things will be going that way. We must plan ahead. We must sit down and think and see what and what can we put in place for us to get a better thing to be done. Planning ahead alone will make us to be separate from our mate, for our peer. Planning ahead alone will make us to separate from our peer, from our mate. You know, when we understand that we are planned, that plan will be easily executed because it will give us a guideline of what we are about to do. We need to plan ourselves. In anything we are doing, we need to have a plan ahead of us. We need to have a plan that it is there for us to follow. Imagine you don't have any plan, like a week plan. How do you want that week to go so that from Monday to Friday you don't have the plan of what you want to do. If you don't want to do anything and you don't plan it, is it that day or when that month come or that week, is that time that you will be running up and down to plan? There is a plan you must create it ahead of you. You can't sit on your own and say you are convenient, you are okay, you are this, you are that. There must be a plan that you have ahead. There must be a plan that you are following. That okay, let me go to so place, let me go to this, let me do this, let me do that. Because the plan alone will make your life meaningful. Aside a case of someone that want to travel, is it the day that you want to travel, you now go and be find out how much is so area to so area? What I want did I need to bring along? You will have all the necessity. Even your travel bag, everything will have been in place. You just carry that money and you know the amount you are going to cost for cost you for that travel. But most people did not realize that. They think that planning, they don't need plan. We need to plan ahead. We need to sit down and think of where and where we will be. That's planning ahead. When you understand that you need to set your own life in a way that people will see it as okay, this man and this woman is progressing, is moving on gradually. You can't just be everywhere. You can't wake up and not know where you are going. That's the reason why we must plan ahead. We must make our plan to be what? To be manifest for us. To be like it's something that we used to follow. Planning ahead will help us to do a lot of things. Will help us to do a lot of things. For example, time management, we'll be able to manage our time very well. It will reduce costs and stress-free because we have seen the danger coming. Someone that they don't plan ahead, we know that there is a danger coming. Because when you plan ahead, you will say, okay, this thing is not working, this thing is working, let me fix this thing, let me do this thing, these are that I will put in place now for me to know that I will plan ahead. Okay, if this plan does not work, what did I do? What did I need to do for the other plan to work? So that's why it is good for us as an individual. We must have a planning that we are following. We must have something that we are following as our plan ahead. We need to plan ahead of us. We need to plan for us to say, okay, this thing will work. How did it going to work? Is the by planning ahead. We can't wake up and think that I'm waking up, I just want to do anything anyhow. There's no plan. You know, in one of my videos I was saying that when you wake up in the morning, you can't just jump up on the bed. You don't know where you are going. You wake up, you know where you are going, you know what you are going to do, you know what is working. So you are planned that day ahead, you are planned that week ahead. It will manifest in you. It will make you to be a successful person because when you know that plan, there's a way you follow that plan and you execute that plan, and the plan is ahead of you. So you will follow it, and that thing will work in your what? In your favor. But so you did not plan ahead. You are just moving forward, you are just playing, you are just doing. How will he expect you to succeed in that thing you are doing? It may not be your own personal life. It may be another area or your field that you need to plan. Is when you have that plan, when you understand that plan, it make your life meaningful. It make you go ahead of your peer. It make you go ahead of your mate. It make you not to settle for less because there is a plan you are following. There is something that you are looking up to. That this thing is not done, this thing will be done. So when you plan ahead as a person, planning will make you to be a person that is going somewhere, that is moving forward. Because there's a plan. And you don't expect that plan not to be what? Executed. When you have the plan, you allow that plan to what? To be executed. When you allow that plan to be executed, the plan will work what? In your favor. We need to plan ahead as an individual. We need to plan ahead as an organization. We need to plan ahead as a business owner. We need to plan ahead in our career. Some people plan ahead in their business world. They have like 2 weeks plan. They have like 3 weeks plan. Some people have a running capital that they have kept in a particular place for that business for that week. You know, you can't just say today is Monday or today is this and that, and you start planning that week on that first day. You will have planned it previous week. That next week, oh, this is what we are going to do in this company. This is what we are going to do. That's why you must what? You must plan ahead. We need to plan ahead so that we'll be able to excel in that our field, in that our area. Planning ahead will make us to see the danger coming. We make us to see things that is not working. We make us to see the thing that will work. Because when we plan ahead, it makes us to be a better person more than our mate, more than our peer. And make our work to be what? To be fast. Because when you plan ahead, you will know the next thing to do. You can't just say, okay, you will have plan. You will have execute anything, obstacle that can be in your way or hindrances. Because you have planned ahead. Imagine someone is traveling and I wake up as early as 5 a.m. You know, he cannot miss hold up. Hold up cannot delay the person. Before you know it, you have been hold up, you have been in destination latest by 10, or if it is 2 to 3 hour journey, by 10 he will have been in his destination where he's going to. He have planned ahead. A lot of people wake up early and they beat a lot of things, traffic, because they plan ahead. They don't want to stuck in order. They don't want to stuck in a place that they will not say, how do you do it? We didn't see you. Now what happened? Where are you? They will have plan ahead so that there won't be obstacle, there won't be hindrance to their success. Same thing applies to all of us because we need to plan ahead in our field. We need to plan ahead in anything that we are doing because planning will make that thing to work. Planning will make that thing to manifest, and we must do it as an individual because we need to do that thing. We must understand that when we plan ahead, it makes our life to be what? To be meaningful. It makes our life to be stress-free. If someone is a student, is it that day that you want to write the exam that you don't start reading? No. A student should have been reading 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month before the exam. He will have mastered all the things that I need to know. If it is mathematics, all the calculation that I need to know, he will have practiced all of them. But he can't wake up that morning and say, today I have mathematics, I have this so and so subject, I have this so and so course, and rather reading that course that day, he will fail woefully because he didn't plan ahead. You need to plan ahead, you need to think ahead, you need to move ahead, you need to know anything ahead. If it's for him to go for extra lesson, extra courses, he will have go for extra courses to know that topic, to know that subject very well, because he will have planned ahead. If there's a way, there's a method that you need to understand, the way they taught that subject, he didn't understand. You need to look for extra to help him out in that field or in that area. So we must understand that we need a lot of things to plan ahead and make us to our life to be what? To be meaningful. Planning ahead is good for us as an individual. Planning ahead is good for us to make our life better. We need planning ahead, and we cannot overemphasize planning ahead because it will have make us to understand what and what we need to know for that thing to manifest. What and what we need to know for that thing to come, to become a reality in life. A student will have sat down, read all his book and study and know a lot of things about that subject or about that course, so that when the lecturer or anybody is giving that exam paper, he will have said, okay, I know this thing, they just change the method or the formula or so and so shit. That's a planning ahead person. It's a person that plan and see that, okay, this thing is good, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to know, and I have gone for it. You have gone for that knowledge so that when the exam come, you'll be able to what? Be able to excel in that area. We can't sit down as an individual and think that when we need that thing is that day that we started planning. We need plan ahead. We need plan to execute, and we must look at least minimum of 2 to 3 weeks ahead of us. That's okay. So and so. This is what I will be able to do in this week. We need to plan ahead, and we need to sit down for our own life to be meaningful. Because planning, it will separate a achiever from a dreamer. When you dream and you don't plan, you won't achieve anything. But when you plan ahead, you'll be able to achieve a lot of things. We must understand that we need to plan ahead. We need to sit down. We need to strategize our life. We need to structure our life for a better person, for a better tomorrow. Planning ahead is good for us as an individual. Planning ahead is good for us as a corporate body, as a corporate entity, as a business owner, as a career person. We need to plan ahead of what we need to put in place. Planning ahead is good for us. Planning ahead is thing that we must understand that we can and we will not do without, because we need a lot of plan in whatever area we are doing our business, our life, our career, our area of endeavor. Planning ahead is good. We must understand that we need to plan it, and I believe I'll be able to convince, I'll be able to tell you what you need to know. So we need to plan, we need to strategize our life ahead for us to get a better person, for us to be a better person. So I believe that I will be dropping more video. Comment on this section, share it and like the video. Is there anything that you need to ask me? See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.